Hey everyone, have I here bring a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be going over the Dokkan Festival exclusive physical, Super Vegito, and team builds to go ahead and complete the Extreme Z battle. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So I did not cover this unit when initially it came out, and I'm just going to quickly go over the Extreme Z Awakening kit here, what changed, things of that nature, and then dive into the Extreme Z battle and how to complete this. So finally the Super Vegito does Extreme Z Awaken. This is one of the oldest Dokkan Festival exclusives we've had, and we've been waiting for this 130% lead to finally get a EZA. Now the leader skill is 107% to Majin Buu Saga. Really don't need another Majin Buu Saga leader. We have a lot of Majin Buu Saga leaders, but if you want to run, I guess, a super class team with primarily counters, I guess, you want to run the Super Vegito as your leader. So, and that's at 170, not at 180 or 200%. So the super attack here did get a nice little boost here when it comes to a defensive boost for all allies, and you rarely commonly see this type of a buff here, right? Usually it's just attack increased by 30% for one turn for all allies, but in this case it's attack and defense. So if you actually put this unit in the first position, which is very risky at times, this unit can buff up everyone else on the team. Now the reason why it's really risky is because the passive skill here really didn't change too much overall on what a Super Vegito does. So if you're familiar with the AGL Super Vegito and the EZA there, you know that you're not going to take damage on normal attacks, and this is going to be the same thing. So damage received from normal attacks is 80% and counters with tremendous power. Now again, that's just normal attacks. Super attacks is going to hit this unit very hard, especially the harder the end game content. So definitely watch out for that. However, they do mitigate some of that danger with some defensive boost here. For example, 150% defensive right away, and then you're able to get 20% attack with each attack received, up to 120%. So you're starting a hard event out. You want to put this unit in first position so you get hit a bunch of times, so you can go ahead and build up your attack at 20% to 120. So you'll need you'll need a total of 6 attacks being hit to go ahead and boost your attack up to max. Now you do have a medium chance of performing a critical hit, but they added something extra on here to give you a little bit more key opportunities, defense, and then more crit. And that is again a very unusual passive skill here, where you're going to get a key +1 up to 3, defense 30% up to 90%, and then chance of performing a critical hit 10% up to 30%, which for every time you get hit 3 times, not just one time, and it activates every 3 times it activates. So 9 times you need to receive an attack to max out this other portion of the passive. So with the defense 150%, the attack 20% up to 220%, then you're going to get an additional 90 and an additional 30 for crit, or 30 for or 90 for defense and 30 for crit, is when you're pretty much maxed out there after 9 attacks total. So again, if you're moving fairly quickly through an event, you're getting to the hard part of the stage, maybe because this is on the 7th position or something of that nature when you start the game, yeah, this guy might be pretty weak before you dive into the super hard content. Unfortunately here as well, when you're looking at like a Super Battle Road and things of that nature, you're going to have the same issue because you haven't been built up yet. And if you take a super right away, you're going to get hurt really bad or just get one shot, right? So normal attacks, no problem, you're not going to die. And I would say a lot of people wanted a scouter mechanic on here, but if you can bring an item that has a scouter, then of course this unit becomes highly more valuable at that point in time. Now the Link skill, Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Fighter, Power Bestowed by God, Infighter, Golden Warrior, and Fierce Battle is the Link skills there. The categories, not many. Again, when you talk about units these days, you want to have like more than 8, and this one has 7. You have Majin Buu Saga, Patara, Super Saiyan's Final Trump Card Battle with Accelerated Battle and Fused Fighters. That's not that many, so it's not going to be as useful as maybe other EZA units. But it does have decent stats here: 19,000 HP attack at 18,559, and then 12,2914 defense. So yes, this is the Super Vegito. We waited for a long time, and I would say in certain situations this is going to be a great unit, but overall it's not going to be helpful in a multitude of different situations, especially end game content. And that's a shame, right? We've been waiting so long for this EZA. It could have added a couple more mechanics on here and it would have been a lot better. Now, here's the thing, you know, when it comes to these Dokkan Festival exclusive TUR old ones that are getting EZA, you don't expect them to be like the broken best units in the game. As long as they're usable in some way, somehow, that's really what they do with these older units. And I would have to admit that this at least is usable in certain situations. And for, you know, low to play and free to play players out there, they've summoned this unit long time ago. It could be an advantage in some of these category teams that they're going to run. Now, anyway, with that, let's go ahead and dive into the team builds for you to complete the Extreme Z battle. Now, this is going to be against Transformation Boost, and it's actually it has stages where you're going to get damage reduction starting at stage 4. So you can't bring super units. So don't bring any super class units. Only use extreme class units. And then on stage 13, it's going to be damage reduction against super and int. And then at stage 20 and above, it's going to be super, int, all super classes. Then you have int and then tech. So extreme int and extreme tech. You're not going to be able to do any damage on this unit. Now, the thing is, sometimes you don't need to do a lot of damage with some of these units. You just want to survive. And if you're going to bring like a tech unit and you're like, oh, I don't care if it's going to do any damage, then you're fine. Then you can just use that as a kind of a place mark, so you can use other units to go ahead and do damage. So the ones that you want to bring, of course, an extreme strength transformation boost unit. And if you look at the leaders for extreme strength transformation boost, luckily there's 2 that fits that bill, and that is the EZA to the strength cooler, the Dokkan Festival exclusive transformation cooler, and then of course the EZA to the transformation Majin Buu. Now, this is given if you already EZA Majin Buu. If not, then don't use them as a leader. So here's the thing, though. I wouldn't use these teams, these units as leaders if you have another unit. And what's the other unit? Well, of course, if you're thinking transformation boost, you're thinking strength, extreme strength, then if you have this one unit here, or definitely going to use it as a friend, you're going to be bringing STR Final Form Cooler. This cooler is just going to wreck shop. If you have cooler, you will easily complete this Extreme Z battle here. Now, what you can do is you can bring a full-on strength team and just wreck shop right here. This is probably going to be one of the teams I run. I do have the Bojack on there just for like support for Space Traveling Warriors, which is most of these units, right? There's a few that isn't Space Traveling Warriors. I believe like Kuliza isn't, but you can, you know, substitute with a STR Janemba or something of that nature is in a floater spot. But yeah, if you just bring 2 coolers, Final Form coolers, yourself and a friend, and you're going to be fine. Plus, if you have the STR Dokkan Festival exclusive transformation cooler, and you can easily bring in the Frieza there as well. Now, you can use the full power Frieza for the AGL version as well, but I just use the STR just because you never get to use that unit that often, so hey, might as well put them on here. Now, probably, you know, the team that I'll probably run is I'll take out the free-to-play Frieza on here and probably just add Golden Frieza, because Golden Frieza is on Transformation Boost, but it's also on Terrifying Conquerors and Movie Bosses, which is the lead for the STR LR Final Form Cooler. So kind of keep that in mind. So you do have other options that you can bring on the team as well, but again, your guys are going to have 0 problems if you have a majority of these units, or some of these units at least, to run a team that you can have Final Form Cooler as a friend. All right, that's going to be #1 option. So if you don't have Final Form Cooler, right, if you don't have LR Cooler there, and you do have the STR Transformation Cooler or the Majin Buu that's EZ8 already, you can bring a few other units on the team, Transformation Boost units that could be, you know, helpful, like the Kid Buu. The Kid Buu is going to probably do very well, you know, on this event here. Again, if you don't have the LR Cooler, because LR Cooler, again, it's Movie Bosses, Terrifying Conquerors, and Kid Buu is not on there. Neither is LR Buhan. And then neither is hearts as well. So if you do have hearts, you know, some people, or a lot of people, might not have hearts. So those are some additional options you can put on the team versus everything else. Now, for free-to-play players out there, this is also a very easy event, because you just need to bring units that can survive and then have the STR Cooler do all the damage. right? So that's the friend that you're going to bring. And basically you can bring in the EZA, the first form Frieza, right? The OG LR Frieza there as the 120% lead. And then you're running at 170, possibly 200 on most of these, right? If they're going to be transformation boost. Yeah, so on most of these here. So that's, that in of itself is going to be overly helpful for you to just survive on the turns. And even though I'm bringing an int unit and a tech unit, those, because they're on transformation boost, will have some damage reduction on there as well. So just kind of keep that in mind. You'll be fine on there. Maybe the int one might have some issues sometimes, but his guard is normally up, so so you should be fine there. And yeah, you'll have to bring a lot of physical units and not that much STR units, but again, those units you're not looking to do that much damage on, which you'll do a little bit. It's, you just wait. You just have to wait and survive until Final Form Cooler comes around and just wreck shop, right? So anyway, that's pretty much about it. This should be an easy event overall. And anyway, we'll see though, so because no one's really played it yet, but that's the teams, or these are the teams that I'm going to be bringing here, especially even if you guys are free to play, you should be okay as well. But anyway, with that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video here. If you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning, and we will catch you next time. Later.